a great thing to start back in 2000, and the ethos that we planned then has carried on to today.
Kerry went to Richard Mislin, who was the Salisbury branch chairman of the FSB, and just said, look, don't you think it's time we started celebrating the success of some of the businesses in Salisbury?
I joined Spire FM 19 and a bit years ago, and actually was at the very, very first Business of the Year Awards in the back room of the White Hart Hotel. I think the awards have been as successful as they are because it's the enthusiasm of the business community that wants something to, as a mark in a year. They want an event that's an annual event to celebrate the success of businesses, and I think the success that businesses have shown has then almost evolved, and it's been contagious, and businesses have wanted to get involved.
I think they had 14 entries that first year, and I guess we're up to 140, 150 now.
We had absolutely no idea how many great businesses there actually are in this area. What we try to do with these awards is to make them a bit different, a bit special. Part of that is down to the transparency of the judging process.
The judges' meeting were fairly hairy most of the time, and some of it was a little bit subjective, and I wanted to try and bring in a bit of objectivity into the judging process. Plus, when you're looking at a business, there are lots of commonalities right through the business. You know, have they got a business plan? Do they do any marketing? How do they deal with people? How do they recruit? Yeah, do they have any plans? And those sort of things that we put into the judging criteria, if you like, that was common to all businesses.
Every single entrant receives that all-important visit from one of the judging panel. Those visits really help us to get under the skin of those companies, to find out what makes them tick, what makes them special. What is it that makes them different to everybody else? And I think you can only do that by actually visiting a company and looking the business owner right in the eye.
Whilst they're being judged, judges are giving recommendations, they can take those on board and they can grow their businesses and make them far more successful. And we've seen businesses that have entered the awards since day one that are now still entering, and they're getting bigger, they're getting more successful, and they're entering different categories because their business size is growing hugely.
I think entering awards is a really good business model because you actually look at your business and you think, what things are we doing really good? What things could we do even better? And what things maybe we're not being so great at? So it is good to actually spend time looking at your business, going in for a category where you've obviously got criteria that you've got to meet, and that actually really does work. Actually spending time on your business, looking actually what your business is all about.
We entered the business of the Year Awards 3 or 4 times prior to actually winning in 2008 and 2010. We wanted to lift our profile as a business in Salisbury, and we saw this as a great platform to do that with. Something like the awards just really, I think it gives us a drive within ourselves. And again, it's an accreditation, and it's something positive that happened way back then in 2008. People still comment on it now to us.
Last year we won the Community and Charity Award, and we were runners-up in the Food and Drink Award, which we were very proud of. It makes you feel like you've done all the hard work you've put in and your team have put in is worth it. You know you're doing the right thing, you know what you're doing is right, the service you're giving is right.
Each of the awards that we do, as in year upon year, is always, we're always trying to raise the bar, we're always trying to do something different. I suppose the one that really sticks in my memory would be the one that we did in Salisbury Cathedral. The venue was immense, just the whole atmosphere, and to do it in such an iconic building within this city was probably pretty much the highlight for me.
We have to celebrate some of the amazing acts we've seen on stage. We've had here ABC, we've had here Aston Marigold. You know, these are great acts, and I love surprising people.
Yeah, throwing potatoes at each other in a monk's dress. But we did some crazy things over the years, largely down to Kerry for some extent, to dream up these weird and wonderful things that judges had to do and suffer when they went on stage. So, yeah, lots of good moments.
We've always taken these awards extremely seriously. What we've never done is taken ourselves too seriously, and we've had some fun on the way. Some challenges around the boardroom table as we've discussed the entrants and those that should win and those that should be finalists. But for me, I think the memories just blend into one great series of events where we have celebrated the best of South Wiltshire's businesses. Proud's probably an understatement. Lots and lots of companies out there celebrate still today the fact that they won an award at the South Wilts Business of the Year Awards, and they are the ones that are quite rightly and quite justifiably proud of their achievements. We had no real idea that we would still be here 20 years on celebrating the best of the best in South Wiltshire. But what we did know was that there was a way of giving everybody a chance on a level playing field to be recognised for the sheer hard work, the sheer determination, the tears, the joy, all the frustrations that come with running a business can actually be recognised with their own peer group. And that is what we set out to do, and that, I hope, is what we've achieved.